Hey, Tom Ferry, your coach. Thanks for watching this quick video. We're down in La Jolla, California, San Diego area, doing our event, Design the Decade Ahead. And I want to introduce you to a good buddy of mine. If you don't follow him already on Twitter, you should. At Jim Marks, M-A-R-K-S, at Jim Marks, also known as just Jim Marks. Jim is a social media consultant for me. He's a coach. He's a dear friend. We together have been doing a lot of things together in the social media space. I've been learning from him and then exposing him to all of our clients, which is why I'm exposing you to him now. So, Jim, give a little insight on who you are, what you do, and maybe what you're about to share on stage, because you're about to be in front of 700 people.
Absolutely. Well, I'm a social media strategist, basically. I help people with everything from web to close. In other words, the web is intricate. You can't just do one thing. No. And conceivably, it's best to have a strategy that lets you do everything. You need to touch them all. So there's a big breadth of knowledge that you need.
Yes.
Today, as it turns out, is we needed a little knowledge on websites.
Well, specifically, if you're doing all these social media activities and they're getting to your website and they don't enter information, they don't engage you, they don't become a lead, they don't become a client, who cares? All that stuff is a waste if you don't convert.
Exactly. And I know the big buzzword in our industry right now is return on influence. But I'm getting to the point where, how long do we use that? Is return on influence good for 1 year, 5 years? Are we going to be sitting here from 10 years from now talking about branding and return on influence? So social media does have the ability to drive traffic, but you need a focal point, someplace to drive it to, and that's an effective website.
Yeah. So just really quick, maybe for the people that have engaged you, just like 2 simple thoughts. Like, what are 2 things that, mistakes to avoid with your website? Or what's the, you gotta have these things on your site? I've got a few in my head.
I'll just give one.
Okay.
And the most important thing on a website is expectation. You see, what web designers or realtors don't ultimately understand is that the web consumer has a very different expectation than a print consumer, for example.
No.
A print consumer is looking through his Sunday newspaper, runs into your ad, you get the ability to show him your message.
Yes.
Regardless of whether or not he chooses to believe it, you can choose your message because he didn't have any expectation. But think when you actually create search. When you search for a search term, you already have embedded in your mind what you expect to find.
Yeah.
And if you don't match that expectation, if your website isn't what they had in their mind's eye when they created that search, you're going to get a bounce, which they're going to back off of your website and go find somebody that does.
So I think here's the message of the day. What do your customers want? I mean, isn't that a new concept? No, I don't think so. It's been around forever. What do your customers want? Who are they? What are their needs? What are the problems that you solve? What are the problems that they have? And I think it's about making that available on your website.
Meet expectation.
Meet expectation. So, all right, Tom Ferry at Jim Marks at the Design the Decade Ahead. If you're on Twitter, make sure you check out hashtag # Tom Ferry DDA. You'll get the scoop on what Jim was talking about, I'm talking about, at Ian Watt, and at Gary V, who's in the room next door getting ready. So, thanks for watching this video. Talk to you soon. Take care.